What up, Hollow Knight fans? Since I received a lot of positive feedback on my tutorial of Radiant Markoth, I've decided to make a similar video for Absolute Radiance. Radiance isn't like Markoth though. Even when you know the proper strategies to beat her, she's still really hard. Her battle is longer, she has 6 phases to learn, and she can be unpredictable, so really make sure you have a good grasp on Hollow Knight's movement before you try to Radiant her. Alright, so the first method I'm going to show you is a nail build. This method is for people who are hyper aggressive and really like to be in your face with the fighting. I don't know if it's more or less effective than the spell build. The spell build will come next. It's for people who prefer to like have a bit of distance between themselves and Radiance. I prefer the nail build personally, but I mean both of them are fine. So strength and quick slash, these two are like, I mean I'm gonna call them the non-negotiables because you should be using them. They do insane DPS. They should be on both your spell and your nail build, frankly. And we're gonna be using quick slash and long nail and Mark of Pride because those are gonna open up a lot of opportunities to deal nail damage that you otherwise wouldn't have without them. And I mean that's the whole point of this build, is to like do hits as frequently as possible and like as quickly as possible with quick slash. And Spell Twister is there because we're gonna be really abusing Descending Dark's iframes. Like essentially whenever you have like a bad situation going for you, you can just use Descending Dark and get out scot-free. I don't know if it's like a problem with Radiance, but it really does make her a lot easier. And the sooner you get comfortable with like spamming Descending Dark, like the sooner you'll get through her on Radiant. Alright, let's do it. I've changed it up a little bit from the Markoth video. Instead of commenting in real time, since Radiance is so fast, I'm going to do short interjections or just voiceovers. This will also help me be more clear and concise. Alright, let's get it. You're best off staying on the floor and using your dashes to avoid these most of the time. Be careful because they can spawn near the ground. Jump, don't dash into them. If you're cornered, Descending Dark is a free out. This was her most problematic attack for me while I was first learning her, so don't be afraid to preemptively use Descending Dark even if you're not cornered. It'll give you some time to breathe, and it's a free dodge of at least one of those death balls. These pillars are really annoying. In fact, like they're the main cause of frustration that people have with Radiance. People talk a lot about her overlapping attacks and creating undodgeable situations. While these do happen, they are way rarer than most people think. You can proactively avoid them by handling these pillars before they get halfway across the screen. That's when Radiance will usually start her next attack. She won't start it before then. Also, you can use Descending Dark to phase through these pillars when your Shade Dash is on cooldown or you're caught in a bad position. You have to avoid the first laser beam with your own abilities, but the second and third can be dodged without much effort by standing wherever the previous laser was. She won't shoot in the same spot twice in a row. I never showed this, but the spikes that spawn from the ground, you can actually Descending Dark on top of them and they will despawn. They won't do any damage to you. If you're feeling particularly flashy, you can even pogo on them. You'll have to do this if you install the Ultimatum Radiance mod. The main way you're going to get through this phase is by staying calm and on the bottom 3 center platforms. Don't get aggressive unless you are sure you can fall back down to these safely. These aren't so bad as long as you can calmly guide them away from you. Don't take big jumps, small jumps are key. Shade Soul keeps me elevated during use, so I knew I wouldn't fall on another beam that she might use below me. So if you're just whacking at her, always use the Sending Dark right before she begins an attack, even if you don't know what it is. Because if it's the circle spear thingy, you'll probably die otherwise, because you'll start it too late. And if it's any other one, then you're still free to like continue attacking her afterwards. So there are two ways to handle this phase. You can either pogo her or stand on the left platform and jump whenever she spawns a death ball. Once they rise off screen, they despawn, so either way focus on getting them to do that. Alright, so spells. The spell build is still going to use Strength and Quick Slash, like I said before. And we're going to be using Spell Twister, obviously. But the two we swapped out are Long Nail and Markoth Pride. So Soul Catcher is really important here because we don't want to be like on the brink of running out of soul the whole time. And in addition to Spell Twister, Soul Catcher is going to help us out a lot there. Like ideally we'd be running Soul Eater. That would require us to give up either Quick Slash or Unbreakable Strength, but which I don't think is worth it in the long run. And Shaman Stone, I mean, that speaks for itself, right? Like, I mean, it's Shaman Stone. Obviously, you're gonna use Shaman Stone. Alright, so spells. I'm not going to rediscuss the dodging mechanics I use, so if you skip to here, please watch the nail run for those. Your main objective with this build is to find openings to launch your nuke Abyss Shriek. There are a lot of chances, including predicting where she will teleport, right between attacks, and the best chance during her laser attack, right where she had just launched one of her second lasers if possible, because the third laser won't strike there. Also, you'll see me being fairly aggressive in this run. You definitely do not have to be this aggressive, I'm just used to the nail build. That's a misclick. This is a good chance to stock up on nuke juice. The nail is still the superior choice here, even with Shaman Stone. Not only will it have higher DPS, but it'll also recharge your soul and not lock you into an attack if you need to move suddenly. Jade Soul hits twice for the price of one if you're far enough away.